4, 3, 2, 1. You're live with Neve.
All right, welcome. It's Friday, people. It's great, isn't it? It's a dreary day here in New York. I've got so much fog out. I can't see New York. I can't see the water. It's blah. Looks like werewolf weather. I'm, waiting for the wolfing activity to begin. You never know what's going to turn up here in New Jersey, and something like the Jersey Devil or something along those lines. I'm going to bring Sam on, and we're going to give you a little hint. We've got some killer guests today, and we're having a premiere of Mary Lee Cortez's new song. We have just the music. I think, unless she's not wanting us to play it, but we're not going to show video. So we've got it. And we've got Nick Clemens, who's here just to talk about his band and all the things. I know that Nick's got some interesting stories to tell about life. And then really we'll talk about his band. They're good. I like them. And who knows? Maybe I'll be banging on some congas with him one or two of these days. You just never know how that works out. But he's got a great band, and I think you're going to like him. I've got a video clip, and we're going to have him on. So here we are as my co-host. And the way we'll do this, Sam, we'll just do the back and forth question thing because, you can ask a couple of questions. And
Good afternoon.
And Mary Lee is killer. She is just great. I got to see a premiere of her video
music today. I'm so
it is.
excited.
It's been a great day. I know. I tell you. So, tell Sam, what's your biggest question you want to ask Nick? Do you have anything like?
Yes.
Really?
So I guess first, I'm very stoked to hear some music from him today. But I guess I want to know what his favorite musical memory is. And then I think my follow-up question is probably going to be, what is his favorite inspiration to write with or to think about? So, pretty curious. I'm pretty stoked for today.
I'm kind of curious
Mary
to
Lee's
hear.
going to be on too, and I'm stoked about that. Can't wait to hear. So.
Yeah, we were playing you. I see you, Mary, even though you don't. Well, you can see us in the little tiny thing, but I was enjoying listening to your new song. It sounds great. The video is spectacular. We can't show you people the video because tonight we're going to talk to Mary about her premiere, which is really exciting. So we're going to have her on, and she'll be on in the first segment as our musical guest. And then we're going to go forward, and we're going to have Nick, and God knows who's going to call in. You never know who might show up. And I'm taking a look over here. Hey, Toby, the girl from Wilshire Boulevard, stopping by. Toby Wan Kenobi, it's good to see you as always.
Hey, Toby.
I liked your new guitar player on your show today. He was really he was mellow and handling it. Hey, Bunny. No, Bunny's on her show. Actually, I think Bunny's going to be on with me next week. That'll be fun. She's great. Right on. Well, anything else? I don't know what to talk about. It's so rare that I don't have anything to talk about. As far as the news,
full of words.
Right. Today, I don't really know. It's the weekend. I'm kind of excited to just have some time off and just do some family stuff. I got things that are needing to be done. And it's like just looking forward. It's a foggy weekend. I'm going to chill, eat well, live life. Manja.
Yeah.
Just chill. And I'm going to try and watch Mary Lee's premiere if it's going to be video televised. I don't know yet, but we'll ask her when she comes on.
My weekend plans consist of some similar action-packed activities, which also include trying to catch Mary Lee's premiere. Hope to make that.
Yeah.
But I've got the mom full-time pre-law student / musician hats to juggle this weekend. So
And a fabulous
awesome.
broadcaster.
I don't know about that, but
Oh man, I got to take you off this three-sided thing here. It's too weird. There I go. I feel better. It's like
yeah,
it fumbles with my, I don't know, my aesthetic. My feng shui wasn't being shuied enough.
that was a
You ever,
mouthful.
do you have any friends who are into the feng shui thing?
I do. I've got a few that do bonsai trees like religiously. So
And
yes.
how does that working out for them? Are they seeking enlightenment and they're feeling
Well, I don't
the
know about
mojo
all
thing?
that, but I do have a friend that has an 18-year-old bonsai tree. So
Wow,
at least
that
they're good
takes
at
some
taking care of the
persistence.
trees.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nick's coming back. I see him. He's trying to get in. Come on in, Nick. The water's fine.
there we
we
go.
don't. We'll be gentle. I promise you. We're going to keep it PG today. I see Mary's She's warming up a little bit. I like this chick already, man. She's sitting there behind the scenes,
Yeah,
hardworking.
I'm really stoked for both today. I mean,
Well,
I'm excited to
she,
hear
she
about Nick's project. I'm excited to hear the music. I'm excited to hear Mary Lee play live.
I know, and she's an author as well. She's got a great book out, and it's really kind of cerebral. It's called The Dreams of Bob Dylan. I'm paraphrasing. We'll let her talk about it, and I'll get all the
Very
dots in the
cool.
right spots. But it was dreams that she had. She had a dream, from what I understand, and then she thought other people might have had them. Started talking to people in the music community, and sure enough, lots of people have dreams about Bob Dylan. Um,
Well, that
I
is
don't know.
really cool.
I have dreams about Scarlet
I
Riviera.
hope she's willing to talk about it some today because
Uh,
I'm really curious about that now.
yeah, for
That's
sure.
really, really epic.
Here he is. He's back. All right.
Nick Clemens is
Well,
back in the house.
yeah. So let me think. We've got some excellent guests coming up in the next few weeks. We've got Martin from across the ocean in England will be coming on with his blues guitar thing. He's just been voted, I believe, it was Entertainer of the Year or something on one of the polls for the blues slide blues
Very cool.
category. He's
Yeah,
killer. He is
stellar.
really smoking. Let's see. We've got. I left my calendar rather. Martin McNeil. Thank you, Toby. God, I need somebody to keep me in line. I left my damn day timer in my car, and the girlfriend took it to work this morning. So I'm sitting here without my day timer, all my notes about what we're supposed to talk about today. It's the usual stuff. Instrumentalist Winter, and he is excellent. He has a
Yeah.
show every Thursday at 4 o'clock, and if you can't find it, hit me a PM and we'll talk about it. I'll send you all the info, or hit up Toby Simmons.
Very cool.
And we're looking.
Very
We
cool.
got some folks from down under. We got our fans from Australia watching. That's great. um, so what else do we have? I'm drawing a blank. Actually, I'm thinking all this Friday festivities. I want
You
to
know
hear some
what? Your
rock and
mind's
roll.
ready for the weekend. Let's get to
I
some
am. It
music.
is like I'm looking outside, going. I don't even have to go out. I got plenty of food.
Nashville is gross. I'm not going out. It is disgusting in Nashville. It is almost pitch black at 3 o'clock right now.
Yeah, yeah. Is it? You got snow on the ground?
No, we're too far south for all that, sweetie. Mm-mm.
Okay. I just was hoping you'd have at least until it turns into dirty black snow like New York. It's great.
Uh,
It's all beautiful and white,
no.
and then it turns into this
I
gray
wish.
black mass that you stomp in. You get water up to your knees, shit
You
like
guys are
that.
so lucky. I wish. It takes like a pretty phenomenal mass of weather for us to get accumulating snow. We had one this year, and it was the first snow in Nashville in a few years. So,
Ah!
yeah. That's
People
exactly what it
swinging
was.
around,
Panic. Pure panic. No one knew what to do.
Well, how do those good old boys, those crackers down in Nashville, how do they deal with the snow? They ready and prepared or trained in any way?
No, we don't even have snow plows.
Woohoo! We're going to plow some snow. I
Yeah,
can just see it
none of
now.
the Tennesseans are prepared. There are no good old boys in Tennessee that know how to do anything except play in their pickup trucks with the snow. I mean, it is a valid excuse to get the pickup truck out and play. So,
Yeah, right.
but
Well,
yeah,
I think it might be a good business to open up down there. Any rate, we got, let's see, can't get live with Neve to open. Oh my God. We're having a technical breakdown.
Terrible.
Geez, I don't know what to tell you.
It might just be her connection though, because
I'm saying it's likely because I can see him on mine.
I'm showing that.
Sorry,
that
you can go into my personal page or go into Live with Neve at night. There's always a way to get in. You got to be, part of the core, part of the team. Sorry, Veronica. We just got 2 minutes. Then we're getting what this show's really about. Instead of me just yapping, talking about things that casual. Like if I had my daytimer, I'd actually look like a prepared, journalist. But I'm not. I just play one on television. So the drummer in me kind of. Please, Mary, forgive me, but I'm a drummer. I'm in recovery, and that's all I could say. We're all a little different breed of cat.
Bless him. So who do we have coming up first? Are we bringing on Mary Lee first?
Mary Lee is coming on
first. Okay.
We're going to bring on Mary, and we're going to have him on. And just, you know what? I'm just going to roll a silly commercial, and then we'll get going. I have a feeling we're going to roll right through the second break.
Roll that beautiful
bean
footage.
Got. All right, and here we go. We'll be right back here on Live with Neve, past.
Hi, this is Leland Sklar, and I am hanging with Neve, and I am having the best time of my life.
Hey there, it's Kevin Sorbo here, and you lucky people, you are live. You're live with Neve or Neve. I don't know. I can't say the dude's name. Anyway, you're on live with him, so I don't know. I guess that's a pretty good thing.
All right,
Kevin's
here we are.
We're
back. Yeah, Kevin's a funny guy, man. I'm waiting for what he comes up with next. That'll be interesting to see. He's got a very active imagination. So let's bring Mary on and see what's going on here. Listen to some music. Hey, babe, how are you? Good morning, Mary.
Mary Lee.
How are you, Mary Lee? Mary Lee, I know. I just
that
I
third
realized
syllable.
It was that faux pas, man. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm just pretending today to have a show of any struggling scheduling and timing. But we're glad you're here. You've got a lot going on, and I guess my first question is, you've got your premiere tonight. Where are you holding it? Tonight's the night, right?
Well, the single came out today. The video has not been premiered yet, although you have gotten your own sneak peek. So lucky you.
Well, I'm going to tell you, I am a lucky guy. I like it. It's shot. For all of you guys and gals out there, gals, that sounds so lame. For all you people out there, my people, for all of you guys, you're going to like it. The video is good. The song is good. And we're going to play it in a few minutes. All in all, I think you're going to hear some good music today. So let's get back to your book. Tell me, I told it
poorly.
So there it is. Dreaming of Dylan.
Epic. So Mary Lee.
So proud.
Yeah, you should be. I'm going to buy it. I got to get one.
Yeah.
If I may ask.
You may.
What inspired you to write the book? I would like to hear it just from you if you're willing to talk about it.
I've had a number of dreams of Bob Dylan, but I had a recurring dream. Great dream. We're in a little restaurant in the West Village, one of those little places, you walk downstairs and you go in and there's a brick wall and it's all dimly lit. There's just a few candles. So Bob and I are at this little table. It's so modest. There's no decor or anything. We're just no nothing. Right. It's just plain. And we're there to have dinner, although we never order anything. But he tells me three things. He says, Mary Lee, I think you're amazing. Mm-hmm. I love your music. Don't ever quit.
Right? Synchronicity.
So imagine how I feel after having a dream like that. Really great. So I have this dream like once or twice a year, and every time I have it, I'm walking around in this just haze of ecstasy for a few days. One time it occurred to me as I was strolling around the East Village, wait a minute, I can't be the only person dreaming about Bob Dylan, right?
Mm-hmm.
And wow, I bet there's a lot of people who dream of him. I wonder what their dreams are. What if I were to collect them? Wouldn't that make a great book?
Right.
How remarkable.
It is
Right. And
killer.
then look, it
What?
happened. Look, yeah, people dream, and I got it illustrated. A
That
bunch of
is
great illustrators,
amazing.
Really great.
photographers. Look at, we found a little bottle of LSD. And,
Oh, great! You can dispose of those here at our headquarters. We're part of
Where
the
can we
drug
buy?
testing
Where
initiative.
can we buy the book?
Amazon. You can order it through my website, Amazon, and there's also for people who want to, support more independent sellers. There's Indiegogo, IndieBound rather. IndieBound is a independent bookseller online. Barnes and Noble, of course. We want to keep all these people in business. So,
sure. A mind is a terrible thing to waste.
I'm an
and a book
collector.
A book is. I'm a fanatic. I read like compulsively and
Same.
My
I'm
house, I have way too many books, and you never have too many books. It's like having guitars,
Well, one of my favorite quotes when this was reviewed was in the Philadelphia Inquirer, and they said there's a lot of Dylan books out there and a lot of headier Dylan books. But this is the one I keep coming back to, because there's actually, with reading all of these dreams, there's something that comes true. There's a soul to it. People finding themselves through Dylan, and it's very, very beautiful. There's a lot of people dream about playing with him, and then they get on stage and find out they actually can't play guitar.
Right. Yeah. That's a horrible dream to have. My gosh, I want to see what kind of dreams I have, like when I was 14, about Scarlett O'Hara, the violinist. Scarlett Rivera. Right. Excuse me, Scarlett Rivera. That's it.
I was going to say, I don't know.
I was just a little doofus out in upper New Jersey in the suburbs, and I was like, Desire. Oh my God, this album is unbelievable. And it's changed his sound so much having her with him. And
right.
She's pretty remarkable. We're hoping to have her on soon.
Yeah. Oh, that would be fantastic.
Yeah, I've reached out to her, and we're just setting dates, so she'll be on, and I can't wait to have her on. It'll be a good insight to see.
Want me to read you a really short dream?
Yes, I do. Please. Yes.
So the subtitle, of course, is 115 Dreams About Bob, from his song, Bob Dylan's 115th Dream. So here's dream number 38.
Right. Oh,
this is really short.
I'm sorry. That's okay.
I was digging a ditch with Bob, but he had no shovel. The Zen Cone of Dreams. This is from Bill Peters, who calls himself Mr. Tangerine Man at Lucan's Village Foods in San Diego.
Wow.
How did you find these folks that did this? And how did you reach out to your guests? Is it random or?
No, it was word of mouth plus all of social media and the wondrous internet.
There's something extremely intimate about you recording
sharing
someone's dreams for us to experience. Right. That's crazy, to experience someone else's dreams in their words that center around one topic. That is profound.
It is. It's very intimate. Huh. Here's one of mine.
How cool.
I'll read one more, okay?
Sure.
Absolutely.
This is dream number 109, called It's Time. I was on a big boat, like a luxury liner, asleep in a big open room on a lower level on a mattress on the floor. Dylan called me on my cell phone to tell me it was time to get up. Then my real life cell phone alarm went off, interrupting my dream of Dylan calling me on my cell phone to tell me it was time to get up.
Oh, man.
He knows everything.
What?
I love it. Oh, there we go. And let me sort this crazy thing out.
There's a lot of magic in the world.
I think it's great. I can't wait to read it, just because, nobody listens to the average guy in the street about anything these days. They don't want to hear your politics. They don't want to hear your religion. They don't want to hear nothing other than, hey, get out of my way, kid. New York's like New Jersey. Yeah, welcome to the state. Yeah, so I'll get off the road. I find that. And then you find such a break from it, from having peaceful sitting. I can imagine reading this to my girlfriend, the book, because I read to her a lot. And It's kind of what I had to do to avoid annoying her that I'm always got my nose in a book. She would say, "What are you reading about?" And I kind of, when you're reading, you kind of are like, "Oh, I can't explain it. I'm in the middle of it." So I read to her, and then she knows what I'm reading, and we both enjoy it. I will definitely get a copy of the book. While we're talking, go ahead.
Well, this will be a really good book for you because you can just read short bits and put it away.
Right? I like that. So let's talk. We've talked about the book. Let's talk about your music career. Tell us just the basic CV basics, kind of quick thumbnail, 1 minute. Your elevator speech.
Okay. Oh, I don't have a good elevator speech for myself.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry. All I'll do is I will critique you. I will make you so much better. We're going to work on you.
I started as a kid playing piano, singing, started writing songs somewhere down the road. The fourth song I ever wrote was recorded by Amy Grant.
I love Amy Grant.
Then I started performing. I wanted people to hear my songs, but I had so many. There was no way anybody was going to hear all of them. So I started performing in this little club in the East Village called Chennai in the 90s, and then made a record called a live to 2-track record, which is how they used to make all records when they just had stereo, and released that, and that got on Billboard's best records of, I think, 1998, started getting played on the radio. People started paying attention, got a record deal, made some more records, did the Blood on the Tracks thing, went on tour all over the world, headlining and also opening for people. I did open for Dylan once, and I went on tour with Joe Jackson.
Oh, my favorite. Gosh, Joe's the best.
I've since made, I forget how many records. The last full album I made was with Hal Wilner, who sadly was taken by COVID. So I'm actually the last artist album that he produced, a project called The Songs of Beulah Raleigh. But I'm very grateful to have that memory. And now I'm here working on a new record with a bunch of new songs. I'm having a blast, and I made this song.
Life is good.
Yeah, well, I'm a very lucky person. I'm lucky to have music in my life and people around me who are so good at making it with me, including my husband, Eric Gamble. We have a home studio here and a regular studio, and so that's
very cool.
That's excellent.
That was a little more than a minute, I think.
Oh, yeah, but that's okay. I don't know. Sense of time. I don't know. I'm going to ignore it today. I actually decided we're just going to roll through the break, and next year.
It's fine. I'm accepting your elevator pitch challenge because I've always wanted to be able to make one, and I don't feel I have quite achieved it yet. So.
I came up to New York and had to make one real quick. I'm in sales, and I got here and I wanted to make money. So I got beat up and told, typical New York sales greeting when you actually banged on doors was, "Can't you read the sign outside?" Welcome. If you don't have an incredibly thick skin and, you're dealing in New York, I have the best sense of humor. I'm pretty unflappable. I've heard it all. And I find it amusing. I like the whole vast craziness of people and confined places. Like New York is the best place on earth. I love just going out, hanging.
Friends are from New York.
I love it here. What'd you say?
Some of my favorite friends are from New York. So.
Oh, but you're in Nashville?
Great place. Yeah.
Yes. Yep. He's our Southern correspondent, world affairs correspondent.
I love it.
I'll tell you. Yes. Well, would you like to play a little bit?
Sure. Should I? I'll play you the new song that came out today.
That sounds excellent.
What do you think?
Look at that.
Seems appropriate.
Here we are, everybody. Yeah. Here we are. Mary Lee is going to sing you a debut.
Yeah. It's on all the streaming services. Bandcamp. It's called The Sound of the Sea. The video was shot on Coney Island.
All right. I like the video, by the way.
Tease. Okay.
Sorry.
I listen to the sound, listen to the sound, listen to the sound of the sea. Waves come back around, past and present round, as I listen to the sound of the sea. Little shanty town glistens like a crown. Memories abound in the deep. See the shanty town, how many have drowned, listening to the sound of the sea. It sounds like one note searching for another. It feels like music waiting to be born. Ripples in my soul beat with the water on the shore. I'm gonna wash my soul, let our half be whole as I listen to the sound of the sea. I wonder where you went, beauty still unspent, wasted in the end on a breeze, drowning in your depths, currents and regrets, echoing the sound of the sea. I signal to my mother and my father, my eyes flash like a lighthouse on the beach. I hear the songs of ghosts under the water within reach. They promise everything, laid up on a string as I listen to the sound of the sea. I'm looking for a line to finally define what isn't mine. It's blurred on the shoreline as I listen to the sound of the sea.
Yeah, baby.
The waves come back around, past and present bound, as I listen to the sound.
Gosh, that's so nice. All right, everybody. How about that? Mary Lee, you got some voice pipes on you, girl. I can tell.
Thank you.
You sounded great. I really, just picking it up. And I know you probably sang that tune probably 1,000 times when you were writing it and getting there and that whole chain.
Yeah.
By the time you get to here. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
The first time I've played it live for anybody.
Wow. That is great.
But this is one of those songs that it woke me up in the middle of the night kind of a song where I got up and sang it into my phone. I'm yawning. Listen to the song.
I love it.
And then I discern it, try and translate the next morning. What was I doing there? So
well, we're going to go to a break, and I want to thank you so much for being on. And
absolutely,
we'd definitely like to have you back. Just
no. This is a once in a lifetime thing.
Yeah, once in a lifetime thing. And do you have any gigs coming up in the city? I'd like to come out and check you guys out when you play sometime, or just stay in touch.
Okay. Yeah. The next thing is actually I'm going to be on the Outlaw Country Cruise, which is the Sirius XM station, Outlaw Country.
Yeah. I'm familiar with it.
That's the next thing. And
great.
I don't think I have anything planned yet. After that.
Well, I know that'll get fixed real soon, and hopefully when you have a big release and all, we'll come out and support you and say hello. All right. Well, we're going to go to a break. You've been here. We've been live with Mary Lee, and we're going to go
you so much.
See somebody. Thank you so much. You're
great.
Great
to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. You're just the best. Thank you for being on. I mean it. Thanks.
Pleasure.
Like a melting flake of snow. Sad to see it go.
Hi, I'm Darren F. Flynn, a singer-songwriter from Ireland, and I'm on Live with Neve.
I would have said it couldn't happen here. The people
Hi, I'm trumpeter Greg Adams, and I'm live with Neve.
Wow. She
Absolutely.
was excellent. Excellent guest. What a sweetheart.
Her voice reminds me of hints of like the texture and pitch of Dolly Parton's vocal range.
Yeah. She hit the
Stellar
high
voice.
note when she hit it was just like smooth
Voice.
vocal.
Stellar
Really
writing.
great.
Yeah,
And you know, she's got the right stuff, obviously. Absolutely.
Of course. She's amazing. That was really cool.
Hey.
So what's up next?
All right. Well, for all you people out there who've grown up with rock and roll in your veins and your teeth and your belly, it's either in your head, your heart, or your groin area. It's all about rock and roll. About late nights, loose women, crazier men, driving through the Badlands, you know, getting dressed up because Jack Nicholson shows up at the door and he says, "Get in the car, we're going downtown." And you know you got trouble. You're sitting there and you think, wow, but no. Our next guest has seen rock and roll from a really insider's viewpoint. And I'm sure I'm going to try to avoid the cliche questions that he's asked about his dad and about his dad's history. I can't imagine how it would be to grow up and he's a big guy in the room, the big man. And I really, you know, it's interesting. So without horsing around, I think we should bring him on and just say hello. There he is.
There he is. Hey,
Hello.
Nick.
Hey, man. How are you?
How's everybody doing?
We're doing great.
I'm doing great.
Excellent. Excellent. So
how are you guys doing?
We're really good. Tell me, when do you guys, we spoke earlier in the week, you sent me a note. When do you practice? Is it a weekly thing or?
We do, we do a weekly thing. Got to keep the chops going. And we invite a lot of promoters. We invite some fans that we do trust to come over because it's my home. And, you know, we make sure we have a good events. Like usually when we do have rehearsals, we have about maybe 100, 200 people outside. We're right over the waterfront and Perth Amboy has a very good waterfront.
Very nice.
And,
very cool.
It's great in summer because you have built an audience. It's great.
Right,
very
right.
Cool. So what's the name of your project?
Well, my name is Nick Clemens, and you know, my father was Clarence Clemens. And is there a delay? I guess you guys hear it. I'm not sure. I think I hear it, but I'll try and make sure I don't stumble on it. You know, my father played with Bruce Springsteen for about 30 years. He loved the guy. He brought a lot of soul and vibrance to the band. You know, gave it its identity. And I'm so proud to be part of that legacy and be able to play music long enough that my kids can see me play and might be inspired to come out and do the family business. You know. I mean, I've sold some records, but it's about this business is about getting respect. You know, so I want to get a Grammy. You know, so that's my goal.
Hell yeah!
Make that hit song. So
I want to help you any way we can do to help you, man. Absolutely. I mean, that's just
gotta keep going. You gotta be into one.
Yes. Let me see here what we got going on. I have to just ask you, when you were in school, were you like the coolest dude, you and your brothers? Because you were like, you know, did you get fan attention at a young age? You're like, that's Clarence's kid.
Well, at that point, the band hadn't really, you know, hit financially. So they were just, my father was into so many other things. You had to wear many hats to play in the music business. You guys all know that. You can't have just one job unless you're independently wealthy. But he worked hard. You know,
I know he had to. I mean, I've seen him. He was
played amateur football. He loved the game. Even when he got hurt, he still played the game for the rest of his life.
Right.
But for me, it's just you know, just you know, surviving. Let you know, you be there forever. You know, keep being able to write songs. I think content's the most important. If you can write, you're in the game. If you don't write and you can write other people's songs, you have to play other people's songs. It kind of limits you. But we do everything. You know, I think educating, knowing the history of rock and roll, being able to present it, so you have to do as a band. I've gone to the point of playing the cover bands, playing cover tunes forever, and just realized
Right.
that you don't want to be a quote unquote music whore, but
Absolutely. But
some
you got
people
to
got to
make
pay the bills.
you got to make bank.
Yeah.
Absolutely. There's no like fame in being lazy and not working your ass off. It's not an easy biz.
There's a balance where I gain respect for all the guys that play all the cover bands and play all the cover tunes.
I still have great respect.
Get lucky.
Yes. There's a lot worse jobs than being in a cover band. I mean, look at what people can have to do to make a living. There's definitely worse jobs. I've played with some horrendous people. I once did a gig when I was about 19, had a long ponytail and a beard, and I looked like Abraham Lincoln or Jesus. Take your pick. In fact, I had a guy once, we're all sitting around, it's alleged we did LSD, and while I'm sitting there, this big biker guy goes, "You got Jesus feet." And I've never forgotten that. He goes, "You've got Jesus feet." Well, I was pretty stiff too. I didn't know. I'm like, well, I'm going to put some shoes on the feet of the shoes of the fishermen. I'm like, I don't know what to do with this guy. Kind of freaking me out, dude. Go outside, run along. But I guess for you, when your dad, I'm trying to ask, did he teach you? Did he want you to be in the biz?
Well, I mean, he wanted me to be a lawyer. He wanted me to not just to see. How fleeting this business was. How lucky you got to get. I mean, I'm happy. I'm very fortunate. I grew up in hard times. I'm lucky. I get to tell into it when things are, and I was also able to take advantage of things and make sure that I was able to use marketing, my business savvy, to make sure that the family was taken care of, that we're able to market his image, make sure they were able to to use that loyalty and love of the fans that he earned over the 30 years that we placed that vehicles that can.
There's a lot of goodwill.
Confident in products they buy and the charities they donate to, and we're doing a lot of that right now.
That's good. Well, I've been watching watching you play. In fact, I have a clip here. Let's see. We got time. Do you want to
get your big man's brew?
Drink your big man's brew, people. I'll pimp big man's brew all day and night. Right, Sam? We'll get a.
You guys, you want to talk to you about sponsorship? Something like your work.
Cool. Okay, just bear with me.
It's a great IPA.
Hey, I'm glad Mary's hanging through and watching this den of licentious evil. We're so terrible talking about music. God forbid.
Great job, Mary. Beautiful song.
Definitely.
Thank you.
You got to hear the track and see the video. It's very entertaining and it's shot great. It's really good. It's not some hacked together. Yeah, let me see if I can get this to play. I don't have a producer here today, which is fine. We're going to go here and go share. And we're going to go video file. And it should be sitting here. Of course, it tells me no video file. So here's what I do. Yes, so now I'm going to close that out. I'm going to go back to your video. I'm going to share. Damn it. Tell you what, Nick, I'm going to come back here where you can see me instead of bumbling around. You want to play some music? We're having a little technical difficulties. I'm putting you on the spot.
Yeah,
that's fine.
3 o'clock in the morning. 4 o'clock.
No, I got it. No worries, man. I dig it totally.
I'm bloodshot, a little hungover. It's just the way it's rock
That's cool. A little too much big man's brew, I guess.
Nah, just singing a song over like 140 times.
Oh yeah,
singing dummy vocals about another 140 times. Listening to it.
Yeah.
What people don't understand is once you get done recording, you're going to go back and listen to those tracks for 8-10 hours. So it's you're never going to sleep. It's just
right. I get to the point where I'm having decision paralysis because I've listened to so many copies, like you said,
all the different comps start sounding the same, and you're trying to
things
figure out which comp is.
At 3 in the morning, that comp gets a little weird. I'm flying blind.
Yeah.
By the 100th take, Your
That's
brain
why.
starts to
That's why
liquefy.
producers make the good money. That's above
Yes,
my
that's
pay
right.
grade, man.
Yeah.
It's good to have a great engineer and producer, and if they're like your family, it's even better. I mean, I grew up in the music biz, and not with anybody famous or anything, but I've owned a studio and I'm Full Sail grad. I've produced bunches of albums nobody's heard of. But life, you got to pay your dues in our biz, and it doesn't matter how rich you are. If you can't get up on stage and pull it off, that's like nothing your dad can give you unless I don't know anybody who's that quick.
That's
I
true.
know Ronnie D's son, Joey D's son, Ronnie. He's a guy who's like so multi-talented and amazing that you watch him and you go, I need some of that Viagra or whatever he's taking. The guy's like so energetic, and he's more hyper than I am, which I'd have to like go to him. Here, open your mouth. There's a Valium. Calm down. We're gonna record and listen to tracks now, because he's a high energy guy, and I like that.
You're a drummer.
Yes, and you know how
It's a
we
drummer
are.
thing.
It is a drummer thing. We won't start what do they call it? Discriminating against drummers, man.
Drummers are
You get a
animals.
bad rap. I mean,
You're
what?
animals.
Because they found me
That's
puking
why.
in my own shoe. I mean, what the fuck? At any rate, how did do you and your brother play together, or did you play together back
My
then?
brother, I got Jared's my youngest brother. We've done some stuff together, but it was just when he was coming back when I broke him on the scene, and I'm so glad that he's taken off. He's working hard and identifying what works, what doesn't, and changing
Right.
things. You got to be quick in this business. Quick.
Yeah.
Well, we
You
all
don't
got to
see
go
if
through
they're
that.
working. If it's not working, if they're not coming out, you got to try something else. And
Absolutely, it's finding that magic
it's just-
formula.
and being dedicated and selling when you get that opportunity. I always tell my guys, especially with singers that we work with, you sell every phrase, you sell every song, you sell every chorus line. You don't cheap anything out, because people want to hear those first two choruses. They want to hear it like it's on the record. They want to hear it like it's
Yes, they do.
incredible. They
Yeah.
want to hear it like they dreamt it. When they hear it in their tough moments in their lives, they want to hear that song the way it's played. So it's challenging in Jersey, because you have to be on point. You cannot, you're not playing Hotel California missing any notes.
Right.
They have two guitar players. You're
Yes,
not doing Superstition without
double and dueling
guitars.
guitars.
Right. Yeah.
So for people watching,
So the bar is
where
pretty
can
high.
they hear your music?
Say again?
We're on SoundCloud. We're on Apple.com. Apple Music. We're on Spotify. Our website's going to be back up soon, but I really laid down on Facebook. I'm really Facebook oriented, because a lot of our stuff is kind of fan based. We reached out to fans. I've grown up with a lot of these people my whole life, so it's like I don't run and hide. I'm not the kind of guy that lives behind a gated community. He's not doing it. I like to get my hands dirty, and be real with people.
Very cool.
So I'm always going to be reaching. So I always try to reach out to the fans on Facebook. We have many. We also have we got a beer going on right now. We're in dispensaries that we're looking to get into soon. Apparel company we're working on. So we're doing a lot of stuff in the name of Father. Also doing a lot of charity work with the Oklahoma County Boys and Girls Club.
Sure.
Do a charity year called the Big Man's Bash.
That's
It's been
epic.
10 years now. We'll raise a lot of money for a lot of various charities in our area.
Excellent.
Very
That feels
cool.
good to give some money away and help people,
Yeah.
for sure. It's
'Cause
kind
I
of
was
like.
telling you. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead. No.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry. Random thought.
I've got
Go
like
ahead.
I've got like a lag coming through my speakers, so it's like it's.
I know,
echoing
I'm hearing
weirdly.
this
I've got to
weird
try
echo.
to fix it. But what I was
Let
going
me
to say
ask
is
you.
I'm sorry.
I was going to ask you, is there a TV on in your house or anything playing this in your house, Nick?
Not me.
No? Okay. There's this, I'm
Must
hearing
be
like,
a lag.
do I have a lag when you hear me talk?
Nope, I don't hear one.
No, you guys are fine. I hear
It's-
my lag. I hear a lag.
Okay. Well, we'll take that up with StreamYard, but.
We'll blame it on StreamYard. But yeah, as I was saying backstage, I grew up, listening to your dad's music, and those guys were legends. They were with, wasn't it Columbia? Wasn't it Columbia?
Yes,
Records?
they were Columbia.
Yes, that was their
Yeah.
first.
So and like that's just so huge because you're talking about like Aretha Franklin and absolute other legends that have worked with
Yeah.
Columbia, and just that's amazing, man. And to hear your music now, you've got like a whole new legacy.
I'm gonna pump. What I'm gonna do is
Well, I
I'm gonna
learned
take
guitar
one of
from
your.
Nils taught me guitar. Okay.
Who did Nils?
Nils is the one that got me. Nils Locker. And,
Right.
That's
I used to listen. I didn't recognize Nils when he was playing on. He was playing with Nils Young. That's
Right.
how I knew Nils Locker. I didn't realize he was playing with the band for a while because like you're involved in life, growing up. Stats work wasn't something I was involved in.
Right.
And then when you hear the history, you read the history of all guys in the East Street Band, you're like, oh my gosh. Like,
Oh my God.
Just like one of the greatest bands ever put together.
A friend of mine managed.
It's good to know that he also played with Jerry Garcia, played with all these other bands. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, a bunch. My friend was the road manager for Roy Orbison for the last 15 years of his life. And he said that at the gig where they filmed, where Bruce was still pretty young, and they had this all-star band, and you could just tell Bruce and Clarence, the whole band was just like so kind of almost starstruck back then to be on that stage. You could see the joy on Bruce. Looked like he's getting, he's having the best time of his night. And it was just great watching that level of talent. It's like good.
Well, one thing I gotta say, I don't think my father was ever starstruck.
I'm sure. Yeah, no, I get it. I get it.
He was just too cool. That's all I can tell you.
Right.
He was just too cool.
I believe that. Absolutely.
It was about the me, and
well, that's cool.
You had to take that attitude,
Absolutely.
He grew up at a time when he was always under pressure. He grew up, he was being nurtured to be the first. He was first of his family to go to college. Not many blacks went to college in 1955. Right. Like all his family to college. But my grandfather was a very smart guy, businessman. My father grew up, with means, and for that time to have all your brothers and sisters in that rural community go to school. It was very, very,
right.
It's a great honor for my grandfather and my grandmother. But he worked hard, man. He really tried to excel in everything he did. He always took challenges. Very, very competitive. He had to be first when he was going to playing music on college. He had to be first chair. But he also was like diabolical. He was like, he would get guys. He would do everything he could to get that part.
Right.
And you see in the music business, you see guys. Some guys they don't have the hunger. Some guys do. Right. And some guys they had that hunger to a fault. That fault is what makes them stars. You got to take that energy. You can't kill it. You can't go. I can't stop you from being hungry, but I can't stop you from being ruthless. I can't stop you from being this. But people, if you want it, the people that always make it seem to be the most ruthless. It seems to be, being the most focused, quote unquote, driven.
Listen, when I
and sacrifices have to be made.
Yeah. I was going to mention I once had to do an audition in Berlin with Blue Man Group. And I was like so competitive. I got there a day early, and this is like one of those cattle calls. So there's like 400 people, but I had an appointment, so I wasn't kind of caught in the rabble. Thank God, I had good recommendations. But I made really great friends with the chick who called the dudes in and out, and then she was telling me who was good, letting me know what the scores were. But I sat outside the audition place for 3 days. I had an appointment, and I sat and I memorized every song they turned out. And plus, in my own head, I was listening to it to see if anybody was really kicking my ass. And it was fucking fun. And I was like the oldest guy there. I went over and I would have joined the band. I had the offer and so forth, but I came back and got my child bride pregnant. And that was 18 years ago. And I have a 6'4" hulk of a kid. And we'll see what's next for him, But the competitiveness is ruthless. Thank you. My son's great. I'm excited. He's not a musician. He thinks we're weird, but I tell him we are. And he lives with his mom up in Rochester. So he'll get a taste of the rock and roll industry when he comes visits me. But let me ask you, Nils gave you your first instrument. Did your dad want you guys to play any instruments where you're coming up? Did he encourage it, or did you just do it?
I mean, I it's really I had to do it myself. I wasn't a sax guy. I didn't have the air to blow it. I wasn't going to pick that saxophone. There's no way.
Oh man, I know.
I love it, dude. I love it.
Sam
I fell in love with a lot of. But I had this one tape. I had this tape of David Bowie, Talking Heads. I had Jimi Hendrix, all Jimi Hendrix, Rolling Stones. It was like one of those old tapes. Back in the day, you had this old tape of like 60 minutes. Like it was like three hours on one side.
Reel to reel,
so I had this tape. I stole it from my father. Set tape, and it had all these songs, and I listened to it every day. I listened to it. Castles Made of Sand, stuff like that, and just a lot of earthy music, stuff that anything from me. I love Neil Young's one of my biggest influences. Bob Weir, I love Bob Weir, love the writing style. Janice's got some great stuff on it. Joni Mitchell and the way she writes. So I mix a lot of stuff up. I see a lot of stuff.
Mitchell.
Yeah, Joni is like on my dream date, my dream woman.
Yeah.
Even at 78, there's still some life in the old girl. I'm sorry, terrible. God damn. Can you imagine? We have to have Rich Parada come on to talk about seducing Joni at the awards banquet. We had some. We were slightly censored.
My mental image of Joni.
Yes, I know, it's terrible. She's a wonderful lady. A friend of mine knows her very well, and she's a sweet lady and quite a talent.
So, I have a question for you, Nick. Do you ever have people kind of talk to you about your dad inspiring their own course in music? Because, I have my own music thing on the side, but I also play a lot of jazz music instrumentally, and I do a lot of concert band instrumentally. And I started playing sax when I was about 10. And my family convinced me to start with alto sax because they told me that it was in rock and roll. And I was like, no way, there's no saxophone in rock and roll. And my dad's like, wanna bet? And, that really got me into it. And my love for sax came from listening to guys like your dad. Do you ever have people tell you a similar situation?
Well, yeah, I hear it from my sax player. My guy, Dan, works in Malowitz. He's a great sax player. And I always talk to my parents. He's taking on a role because there's so many Jewish players out there in this area. I mean, he's an iron. He's big. Go look at the cat. He's got it made. He plays his sax. He bends those notes. He's amazing player. So I see the spirit and the aura. He has to respect the game of playing the saxophone. He carries it well, and right away someone's got that. They got that well. You hear it. You tell the great sax player, boy, so he's fine.
You gotta get that reed control, yeah,
but
and it's not easy to do.
Something, a lot of different styles. They gotta be able to be versatile. And, great players do that.
Yeah. Oh, I can't hear you, Neil.
Hi, everybody.
there he is.
Hello, children. We're going to play a story about a saxophone. It's a big, horny thing. Anyway, enough with Mr. Rogers. I won't sully his reputation today. I want to get out of this alive, Have a bunch of deranged toddlers chasing the car down the road, Kind of weird. Little zombie kids now. So I'm trying to think. We're almost done with the interview, and we could sit here and hang and talk music all day. Oh my God, he's gone. Shit, he's gone. He'll be back, and we're going to be gone, and hopefully he'll come back in a minute.
Oh no.
Dun, 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 dun. Let's try this while he's gone. Let's call up YouTube. Please stand by.
Yeah, can we get some Nick fed through the YouTubes?
I'm gonna get a mix
Get
out.
some of the Nick Clemens band.
Yes, I am.
And if you missed the beginning of this out there, folks, if you want to check out Nick's music, his project is under Nick Clemens. You can look up the Nick Clemens band. Due to some technical difficulties, Nick is not with us, but hopefully...
Here, I got him playing some songs. I got him.
Oh.
All right. Let's see. Here we go. Where is he? I don't see the clip, but let me go back here.
And you can get both Mary Lee and Nick Clemens' music anywhere that humans buy or listen to their music. I believe they all said Spotify.
Hey, welcome back to the final hour of the Artie Lang Show. And please welcome back to the stage a bunch of guys who got an album coming out.
This is the Artie Lang Show,
again,
courtity of Artie Lang.
About them being here, man. And after this song, we'll talk to the guys a little bit. This is the title track from the album. So doing Just to Survive off Just to Survive is the Nick Clemens Band. Come on.
Yes.
Seems to feel the air that we breathe. Don't you worry, my sweet child. Put away all sympathy. Think you got yourself a bad case of now. And nothing hurts you more than your heart sacrifice. Can you feel it? I am. So fall from the sky. With no grace, take time to criticize.
God, man, it's just great, isn't it?
Yeah, those staccato keys being worked like that. Really
yep, it is nice. That's it, man. We got it.
All right, y'all. Go check out Nick Clemens. Listen to his music. You saw it
Live
here.
his vibe. And remember, you only get to see this kind of shit on Live with Neve.
What a legend.
Thrills and spills. Look, today we've had
a freaking legend.
We've had a legend on, and we had a future legend who's pretty legendary.
We've had several legends on today. We've had the Neil, the Neve, Mary Lee, and Nick Clemens.
And Sam fucking Rourke.
We love that girl. Legend.
You're the baby
I'm not
legend.
One yet.
No, but that's all right. You're turning out all right. I'll treat you like, I don't know, a sister from Georgia. They'll have a great time.
Grow up and be everybody's lawyer.
That's right. When we're negotiating cash, we're gonna have hand signals. We'll do fucking sign language to fuck up the other lawyers.
I'm making sure that I apply to an accredited national law school so that when I pass the bar, I'm good through all states, not just Tennessee. So I got you covered. I'm gonna be your girl. I got you.
I know that.
Nick, everybody listening, if you need stuff, give me like 5 years. I'll be out of law school 5 years. I got your back, y'all.
Yeah. Hell, I'm going to come to work for you, Sam. Just pimping your show.
Will you be my secretary?
Oh, yeah, baby.
Will you wear tights?
Come in every morning. Will I wear what?
Tights.
Tights?
Yeah.
I'm 60 years old, but I mean, sure, I used to wear them. I still,
Good secretaries wear tights. Like, we're talking like Robin Hood style tights.
Well, I will gladly take that adventure if I'll be paid like Robin Hood in gold.
What, are we supposed to knock pins off the desk so you can bend over in chinos or khakis? What the fuck is that?
No, I ain't wearing khakis. God, you never see me in that
tights. I'm saying tights. You can
tight
be my secretary.
Tight blue jeans.
Okay, Luke Bryan jeans.
Yes.
Jeggings.
What
are
they
like
called?
Leggings, but jean material. Jeggings. They're like
jeggings.
Jeans, but they fit like leggings, but they're made out of like jean material, so therefore they're called jeggings.
Do they make Spanx for men?
They basically are. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hang out. My old girl Oprah, we were partying in her house, drinking whiskey and singing blues songs. And she told me, let me just tell you this, it is hell getting okra out of a damn pair of Spanx. You got to get a plunger involved. You got all kinds of trouble, man. I mean, and then when you finally get it past the belly, it's like, hi!
A random story about Spanx.
So, I have a fertile imagination. That's why in school they didn't know quite what to do with me.
Sometimes I think drummers might be from a different planet. Y'all are just a whole different kind of makeup.
We were sent here to lead the planets of prosperity and peace. My name is Prince, and I am funky. When it comes to funk, I am a junkie. Oh, he was back. He was there for a minute. God damn it.
If the world ever ends, there'll be cockroaches, Ozzy Osbourne, and drummers left.
Yeah, and Keith will be there.
Yep. Mm-hmm. You're right.
I'm thinking who else? Kid Rock will be there.
Yeah, definitely. Willie Nelson.
Willie. Here he is. He's back. We better grab him while we can.
How's everybody?
He's back.
There he is.
How you doing, man? What's happening?
Good.
Well, you're back, and I'm glad because we wanted to close out and do all that close-up stuff with you.
Sorry.
I don't know. You've answered most of my questions. Hell, I want to come hang out and bang on things and
let's do it.
Hang out. Just that's the best thing about learning to play, and as you grow up in music, we all know it. Hanging out and working on songs is by far the most stress-relieving shit in the world.
Yeah.
If you got to, especially when everybody's kind of done simpatico, it's like hard when you got a co-writer who's like, I want to talk about my publishing before and I'm like, oh, come on, man, we'll split the publishing fucking fairly. Don't get psycho on me. You got a good
group in the room, it should be like a bunch of 12-year-old boys let loose. That's what it should be like. That's how you know you got a good crew.
Yep. And, I always tell them the floggings will continue until morale improves, I'm a drummer, man. You got to whip the band into shape,
Yeah, it's like
the other thing is
it's like being a baseball manager. You got to manage emotions and manage the talent. It's the same thing.
Well, that's right. And what makes people who are super talented is they do look at the world a little weird, and they kind of have a certain quirk to them. In my case, it was schizophrenia, but the medicine it takes care of everything.
Did you stop talking to that other person inside? Did you finally
Count Blackula? Aha! At any rate, I'm scary.
Put him back in the box. Put him back
in
the box.
Put me back. They're going to get some oxygen. They're going to give me an IV feed of some fine cannabis products, and I'm off to the races for the weekend.
Please excuse him, folks.
Stay high.
Dropped on his head.
Dunk. Yeah, they said that happened, so it might explain a few things. Everybody have a great weekend. Check out Nick Clemens' band, a song from a while ago, Just to Survive, man. Great lyrics, great tune. And I can't wait to hear your new stuff. But we'll talk about that because I'll call you next week. We got to hang.
And guys, you can hear him anywhere that you buy or listen to your music, Apple, Spotify, YouTube, all that good jazz. Go check out Nick Clemens, the Nick Clemens Band. Put it in any way you want, and it'll pop up for you. Also, don't forget, check out Mary Lee.
Yes. And now we're going to go back to... We're going to bring you the calm, soothing. I know many of you, after a session like that, you have to get calm because we've triggered you. You poor people. I'm here to anoint thee with oil and good things and good ganja. We're out of here. See ya.
My name is Andreas Hellquist. This is Daniel Olsson, and we're live with Neve and having a great time.